And now Kathryn Rooney Vera. And Kathryn, let me pick up on that because every day I get an email with a list of headlines out of China. I just want to give you a small sample from yesterday. Americans consider China top national security threat. Beijing goes full nanny state on internet tech. MI6 chief warns of security threat from China miscalculation. Again, I could go on forever. So is the money so good that these corporations continue to sell their soul for a piece of that action? Or could we see today with the WTA be the start of something where we get justice, true justice that America stands for, even if it means you lose money?
Yeah, China has been in a steep deceleration because of the state's heavy hand. They're retracing on that because it started to affect the common man in China. So you've seen the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, kind of retrace its interventionist regulatory cultural revolution to try to crack down on big conglomerates in the tech sector,
I'm talking about American companies, though, Kathryn. When are American companies going to say, okay, we draw the line. We know you're stealing our technology and you're going to build a nuclear submarine that can hunt our nukes down. We don't care. We want the money today. We know you're stealing intellectual property. We know that you have slave labor making these items. When will American companies step up to the plate? Could this be the chance for them to say, we'll do it?
Yes, it's not going to happen if it hurts the bottom line. Really, that's the role of the government. And I think in the last administration, we saw a lot of that come to the fore. But now what we're seeing is an attempt to ameliorate that relationship between the U.S. and China. So we're not getting that now. So I wouldn't expect, I should tell everyone not to hold your breath for corporations to do that, when in fact it will affect the bottom line. That is the role of the U.S. government, to protect U.S. citizens' interests. And the Chinese are certainly unequivocally trampling on both Chinese individuals' rights and theft of intellectual property, which is not a new story. This has been going on since Bill Clinton complained about it.
I got a minute to go, and I want to give you props on this crude oil thing. It's on a huge amount of pressure. The Omicron variant, maybe PAL. You said it would go to 60, maybe not for these reasons, but, we were close earlier this morning. Is it oversold now? Because before, when you were saying it was going to go down, everyone else was saying it was going to go to 100. It's a big trade for a lot of folks watching.
Thank you. Yeah, certainly oil is in a bear market now. It's probably a bigger drop than I would have expected and much sooner than I would have expected. My contention was that production would be ramped up and we would see a turn in both demand and supply for the back end of 2022, not as soon as December 2nd of 2021. So certainly there has been a bigger than anticipated sell-off. I think that oil stays in the range between 65 and 70, so a little bit higher from now through the end of next year. But this is definitely a steep sell-off. Let's just add one more point, Charles, that energy is a primary beneficiary in terms of investable universe in an inflationary environment. So I would even say something like this gives opportunities to enter into the energy market because it's so sold off so quickly and has entered a bear market in such a high speed.
Absolutely. Well, maybe we're seeing that today. Nice reversal. Great talking to you, Kathryn, as usual. We'll talk again real soon.